bitch ass played Wario. Like, what kind of bullshit?
He has a skit where he played Wario.
Yeah.
I saw the episode. And welcome back to Road to Friday, episode 70
Oh
something.
fuck! Right, you started.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking combing my hair.
Combing your hair, combing your beard. It's like if you're combing your pubes, you don't say you're combing your hair.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I'm combing my nut hair, just like nut milk when you drink almond milk.
Nut milk. Damn, it's crazy, dude. Dogecoin went all the way up. It peaked at 72 cents. So 5 cents. God damn. So
Yeah.
let's see.
I bought right now when it dropped, I bought it and it's dropping more, and I'm like,
Why would you buy? Why would you buy right now?
I dropped at the dip. You gotta buy the dip,
Right now-
Buy
man.
the dip.
Yeah,
That's
right now it's the dip.
Yeah, buy the dip. Gotta buy it. I haven't lost any money technically though, because I put in like a couple like I already made all of my investment back, so that right now I'm playing with the profits from that investment.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not losing anything.
All right. So
Well-
December 11th, Dogecoin was worth 0.003 cents, right? So not even 3 cents, 0.03 cents. So if you invested $10,000 on December 11th and you sold it 0.72 cents, you would have had $2.4 million. From
Hear about the
$10,000
guy?
to over $2 million in just 4 months.
There's a guy that invested like his whole life savings in it, and like it went up to like 2.5 million, and then like because of this he lost like a straight million because of the drop.
That's
But he's still a millionaire. He still
was
made
gonna
a
say.
million.
Yeah, but it's like, come on,
Dude, if you make $1 million ever, you essentially don't have to work for the rest of your life because you put that in stocks and mutual funds and you can live off the
depends on-
residual
yeah,
income.
but it depends who you are. Like if you're someone that spends a lot, you're gonna waste that shit. Like this.
Yeah, but the average person, like the average, not completely insane person,
Well,
would be able to live.
Did they make
if-
$1 million, or did they make $1 million after taxes?
Oh, true. Well, I'm saying like if you already have $1 million, like you post tax, you have like a million, a little over $1 million. You essentially don't have to work for the rest of your life because you can invest that into mutual funds and index funds, and you're basically living off of the residual income from that for the rest of your life.
Right. But I trust somebody that like knows how to manage like $10,000 with $1 million because they'll know how to like save it, how to invest it, right? Like I don't trust somebody that like anybody in the United States would just be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a fucking Benz and then pay off the Benz in 5 years and waste a whole million on the Benz. You know what I mean?
Dude, there's
That'll
some
happen.
things. Yeah, there's some things where it's like, even if you're rich, it just doesn't make sense to do shit. You get me? Like if you have a company or something like Elon, of course you're gonna buy a new car because of that. But if you're just rich and you don't have a public image and you're buying a car brand new,
Yeah.
like that's
Fuck that.
that's kind of stupid. Like you always buy cars used, always.
Honestly, dude, because buying a car brand new, like, okay.
Lose 30% of its value right off when you drive it off the lot.
Immediately, dude.
If I
Immediately.
had
Like
a
you
fuckload
sign
of
that
money,
dotted line, it's already worth 30% less.
if I had a fuckload of money and I didn't really care, I'd probably just lease cars because that wouldn't be an asset that would be depreciating. I would just turn it back every 3 years and get a brand new car every 3 years.
But you're
And
paying
if I didn't give a
way
fuck-
more with a lease,
Yeah, you're
and you're
paying a lot
wasting it.
more.
But
Because
I
think of it this
don't
way.
give a fuck about money.
Okay, but no, but the point is, like, remember,
At
you
that
would.
point, you might as well just be flipping cars.
Yeah,
you,
exactly.
You essentially do what I do. I go to the auctions where dealerships buy cars. I buy a car there, which is already like, I don't know, 40% what, the dealership has it for. You have to bid on it. So it is like an eBay auction. Like it's an auction. But, you get a car that you like, 40% off. You get it at dealership pricing. And then once you've used it for 3 or 4 years, it's depreciated to the point where what you're selling at it is what a dealership would be selling it at, which means that, you're essentially selling it for what you bought it for after 3 or 4 years because of depreciation. That's what I did with Ford. I used it for 2 or 3 years because I had bought it at like $3,000 when it was selling for like 6. It lost its value, like half its value in like 3 years. Sold it for like $3,000. essentially what I got it. The only money that goes down the drain is the money you use on repairs, but you'd be spending that money anyways.
That's true, because even if you lease the car, you're still gonna have to do work on it. It's not like the people you lease it from are gonna do the work, and leases are way more expensive. You're not ever actually gonna own it. It's like rent a center. Why are you gonna rent furniture when I understand there's situations where they can't afford it, but it's like sometimes if you got to sit on the floor for a little bit, like I would rather sit on the floor for a month, save up, and then buy a couch.
Dude, I don't understand why people would rent stuff in the first place. Like, unless you only need it for like I don't know, like you're throwing a party or something and you want furniture for like one day or something.
No, that's definitely that's like a party thing, you know, where like you get the plastic chairs and whatever. That's fine. You return it. Yeah. It's like
but like for like a living, I don't understand why you would like rent a shelf or something. Yeah. Like a TV works perfectly on the floor.
Basic things. Like, okay, wait. Dude, a 4K TV, a 43-inch 4K TV is like $200 nowadays. Like,
yeah.
It's very cheap and affordable to get like electronics nowadays, because even then they'll finance it. Like Best Buy will finance it with like 0% down for up to like 6 months and stuff like that.
$400.
No, I mean, I'm telling you, like literally, you can lease phones, and you can finance phones, not leasing it. You're financing the phone. So in this day and age, it makes no sense to lease a car. Financing a car, okay, totally makes sense. But
actually, I don't think about the financing. Financing a car is really stupid, because you're paying a whole lot more than what the car is worth.
That I was gonna say, that's also true though. But I mean, you got what I mean, right? How it's like in the day that you can break down payments if you can't afford the upfront, it makes no sense to lease it when you could, worst case scenario, pay some interest and then own it. Because you're gonna lease it for 30 months and then not even own the car at the end. Like you just threw a car's worth of money down the drain over 2.5 years. So even if, remember, because if you have a lot of money and you don't care, like you should care if you have a lot of money, because you don't want to not have that money and just be throwing it down the drain.
What it matters, like when you're rich, is that you're not just spending money carelessly. Like people who spend money carelessly usually don't become rich anyways, because they've spent all their money. But like if you are, like, let's say you're what's the trope called? The useless second generation. You know, your dad was rich, now you're rich. Like 90% of rich people. And how do you call it? And you're buying a car, you should still have the sense to know, you know, maybe I shouldn't spend more money than it's worth, basically. Because it's not worth it to really lease a car. It's not really worth it. Because like leasing a car is no difference than renting it. Like financing.
Guns till Friday, Jesus Christ.
Guns till fucking Friday. Walter about to shoot up a school.
Can't hear him. We can't hear you.
I
think you muted yourself. Did you?
Yeah, you muted. You're muted on Discord.
So unmute and then.
Alright. And basic, we have to carry this shit's fucking everywhere.
Is it like super heavy or?
7.5 pounds without a magazine.
Ammo. Yeah.
So right now it's like 6.3. It's not too heavy.
Damn. Which one is it? Is it the M4 or
M16? You could tell.
M23.
Where does it show it? Shows it somewhere right here.
Is that a lock on the top of the muzzle?
It's the M4. Where? Oh yeah, because right here we only. This is only like practice here. I want to say like we only shoot like flashes here, like blanks.
Oh, okay. M4 carbine, yeah.
That's it right here.
M4.
M4.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. Standard gas-operated, magazine-fed fire carbine. It's fully automatic, right?
Walter said, "Fuck leasing. I'm about to take the car."
we never do full auto.
What happened?
We never do full auto though.
Oh, because they tell you not to do it, or what?
Yeah, they say.
My shirt is fading.
You go pew 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 pew, right?
Yeah, but
pointing at your drill sergeant. Fuck.
But it has the capacity for fully automatic, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys ever get M16s or no?
No, those are like outdated. They're really inaccurate and like they get like they jam a lot compared to these.
Huh, that's funny. There was a Marine Corps guy who said the M4 does everything the M16 does, but better, because it's like lighter and stuff like that. And the only difference is the M16 can accurately shoot up to 600 yards. The M4 has an effective range of about 545 yards. So it's like, you know.
Wow. So 55 less.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound like much of a trade-off.
Honestly.
Well, Well, I don't know. Somebody was saying like it's accurate, like it's pretty accurate, and like I don't know. I guess it might be, but yeah.
Hmm.
But dude, I was shooting targets at like 300 meters, like nothing,
Like
dude.
nothing. That's
Like
crazy.
nothing, dude.
And now you know all the school shootings happen, like how the 12 school
No,
shootings that happened last weekend. No,
those
really,
aren't
like
like
12?
there
people.
was 12 school. There was not school shootings, but there was 12 like mass shootings like over the weekend. It's fucking
Yeah, yeah.
insane, and it's been
But
more or less
In
buried by other
Russia.
things.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
But
2
they're
days
not.
ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. In Russia, that was pretty wild.
That's actually crazy. Holy moly. That's so sad. Students escaping from the school windows. Oh my god. That's. Oh my god. A 19-year-old former student of the school returned with one aim to kill. He gunned down students and staff. Holy shit.
Oh shit, there was a mass shooting today in the
Today?
District of Columbia, Washington.
What?
Yeah, 0 people were killed, 4 were injured.
That's. I mean, is that technically a mass shooting?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Because isn't a mass shooting technically when they die?
No, it's just someone shooting up a whole mass of people, I'd assume.
What?
Like just firing
'Cause
into a crowd.
a mass shooting is an incident involving multiple victims of gun violence, and
4 people were
whenever
injured.
3 or more people are shot, injured, or killed, not including the shooters. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess so. That's crazy. Wait, where did the DC? Or well, I was like, where the DC one happened, but wait, let me finish on the Russia one. That's so sad. Oh my god. They didn't know what was happening. Smoke was rising from the school. There was an explosion as well. So, oh, okay. He got taken into custody. Oh my god. He came to believe that he was God. He had been driven by hatred. So, definitely mental health
Yeah,
thing there.
definitely mental health.
Jesus, that's so sad.
Dude, in the last 5 days, we've had 11 mass shootings here in the U.S.
How? Let me see.
One that killed 7 people.
Wait, you
Boulder.
said there was one in District of Columbia today?
Yeah, there's one in the District of Columbia today,
I'm
May
not seeing it here.
13th, 2021.
Jesus.
That's weird.
So there was
You
one.
incident.
Okay, it said there was one in Boulder, Colorado. Holy moly.
On 200th block of 37th place SE, Southeast.
Wait, where?
In the District of Columbia, 200 block of 37th place Southeast.
That was today?
Yeah, incident characteristics: shot, wounded, injured, drive-by, mass shooting, 4+ victims, excluding
Oh.
the subject.
It's
or
a
perpetrators.
drive-by. I feel like a drive-by
Yeah.
is different, but I know it's still. I mean, I know it's also violence at the end, but I feel like a drive-by is a different one, you know? But
Oh, yeah.
that's
I
still
think
crazy.
the District of Columbia
It's
is
still
pretty
categorized as a mass shooting because 4 people were injured
Mm.
in the incident.
I think like the outskirts of the actual city are like doesn't it become like going through like legislation to be a state right now?
For DC
Yeah.
to become a state, yeah, it passed the House. It's stuck in the Senate for now. If that
pretty
goes
tight.
through, then you're officially living in a state. Because
Yeah.
technically, right now, you're outside state jurisdictions.
Oh my
you don't technically
God.
belong to a state. You're directly under the federal government.
So there was a shooting. Wait, no, that wasn't today. That was Sunday. There was a shooting in Colorado Springs on Sunday, and then a shooting in Boulder, Colorado on March 22nd. Literally like 2 months ago. So in March 22nd, a gunman opened fire outside and inside the store, killing 10 people, including a Boulder police officer, right? Inside of just a grocery store. People were just going about doing nothing. And then in Colorado Springs on Sunday, a gunman stormed a birthday party in Colorado Springs and opened fire. Jesus. 6 family members were killed.
Dude, there's been a
Oh.
mass shooting almost every single day of May except for the 4th.
The gunman was in a relationship with one of the victims. They believe he attacked the birthday party because it was invited and had been in a previous conflict with the family a week prior. He shot himself at the scene. Jesus, that's so sad. I mean, I wonder what kind of life it was over there that Jesus, 7 dead, including the suspect in shooting at a mobile home community in Colorado Springs.
Ooh.
All this starts happening as COVID restrictions start, loosening. Because people are just getting out there.
I mean, April wasn't any different. Almost every single day of April had a mass shooting too.
Really? Holy moly.
Yeah, almost in May. The only day that didn't have a mass shooting was the 4th. April, it kind of seems like the 13th was the only one. Oh no, the first 2 days of April are the only 2 days that didn't have a mass shooting. April 1st and 2nd.
Jesus.
A lot of these just have like, I mean, it still sucks, but a lot of these have like 0 deaths and just a whole bunch of people injured, like 5, 6, 7 people injured.
That's good at least, though, honestly. Like, I would rather them not be dead than...
Yeah.
Yeah, as unfortunate as it is, it's a good... It's like, when you hear a mass shooting, you're like, oh my god, how many people died? But then when they tell you they were just injured, you're like, oh, like the relief, you know?
Yeah.
So, oh my god, dude.
6 people injured, 0 deaths. It's like, I mean, it could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Dude, Florida stopped reporting their COVID cases. So they stopped at 2.2 million COVID cases in Florida with 35,000 deaths. The new cases for the last 14 days, it says there's no data because they stopped providing
They just
data.
stopped reporting.
What a moron.
Fucking dude, I bet you Florida's the same fucking place where all these fucking idiots putting gas inside of trash bags.
Legit
Fucking
morons. Okay, do you remember in spring break when there was just masses of people and they had to put a curfew and stuff because they were just going out without any masks and it was like packed to the brim? It was like, it's so, I don't know how people can be that stupid, but
dude, I swear. Like sometimes I like look at myself in the mirror and I'm like,
I'm glad I
you
was in
look pretty
California.
fucking stupid. You look pretty fucking stupid. And then I read about these dumbasses in Florida and I'm like, at least you're not as dumb as them. You may be stupid, but you're not an idiot.
Honestly, dude. My god.
Yes, the only thing is that I said.
Oh, that's...
But at least we're all vaccinated now. So
Yeah, it's crazy because there was a huge spike. So it was... Damn, it's so crazy how... So it basically goes from 0 cases in February of 2020. And it started going up a little bit. And then it kind of went down. It kind of like petered out during May. And then there was a spike in the summer. And then it went down October of 2020. And then there's a huge uptick from November 2020 all the way through like January. And then it finally started going all the way down again. But there's still
You guys
more
got
new
vaccinated?
cases. Robin?
You guys got vaccinated?
yeah,
Not
I've been
yet.
vaccinated.
He got all fucked up last time, remember?
Yeah.
Have they vaccinated you guys or?
Not yet.
I got
Damn.
the J&J.
The
One shot, one done.
The thing is, like, there has to be enough for the American people before we get it.
Oh, because I mean, technically, you guys aren't like out in the community, right? You guys are just in
Yeah.
your
we're
own
like
little
on,
things.
like, on lockdown on bases right now. So like,
Oh, okay. Not going
Yeah,
out
that's-
for anything like restaurants or anything like that either, huh?
It's like it's a double-edged sword because as long as they're in there, they're probably not going to get it. But all it takes is one to get in, and then basically the entire thing is done for.
the other day,
Everyone gets
someone in the rooms or whatever got it. They just put him in quarantine and then just bring him food, like leave it at his door, and then so they manage it as
Wait,
much as they
yeah.
can.
Do they test you guys every day or?
They sometimes they hit us with the heat.
Wait, is that how they found out he had it, or how'd they find out he had it?
He probably felt like shit too. Usually they're like, if we feel like shit, we have to say something. Like, yeah, or else you get in trouble.
See something, say
You go
something.
to them,
for
I feel like
sure.
shit, and they give you a test.
Jesus.
Yeah. But he's doing like, I think it was 2 of them, but one of them's already out, and then the other one only has like a couple days left. So
Okay. But
And there
I mean,
hasn't
it's
been
all
any more,
generally
like,
young
cases.
people in there, right?
yeah, everybody's young as shit. Everybody's healthy as fuck. It's weird when a fat person. I'm not even lying. It's fucking
'Cause-
weird. We're just like, what the fuck?
Because after basic, you probably shouldn't be fat, and even if you are, you're probably like in shape. Because there are people who are like fat, but like footballers, right? How they're like technically they are
Right,
fat,
right, like
but they're
thick
like
dudes,
in
yeah.
shape. Because they can run
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. The biggest people here are like either like the top of the command or whatever, or people that work in like the cafeteria, or like the older dudes, like the first sergeant or something. Like they're usually a little like bigger because they don't really do much. They just do paperwork and like
They're not running back
tell
and forth.
other people
and
what to
stuff
do. Yeah, they're
They
not
just
active.
sit at their desks.
the whole day.
Mhm.
What's up with
Yeah.
that bird?
My girlfriend has a bunch of chickens in her backyard,
Ooh.
and one of her chickens just had a little chicken.
Oh,
Little chickeny.
can I have some chicken nuggets or?
Chicken nuggets. About to put them through the blender.
Rip the head off.
Jesus. No, they. Oh, I forgot what it's called. There's this Filipino dish. It's awful. Let me see.
Awful.
Fish, bird, egg.
Unless it's
Find
seafood.
it.
Oh, bird eggs.
Found it.
Depends on what kind of bird.
So
I
it's
don't
this
want.
thing
I don't want no
called.
turkey.
It's called balut. It's a Filipino
Balut?
term for a fertilized developing egg embryo that is boiled and eaten from the shell.
That's a French thing too.
Dude, it's fucking awful.
They'll
Like,
crack the egg and there'll be like a feather or something in there.
no,
and
no, no,
it's-
no, no. This is an actual. You're eating the egg and you're eating the baby. Like I don't want to show.
Yeah.
We can't show this.
We can't
But
show it. No.
Google balut. BALUT.
I've seen the French version of it. Yeah.
It's-
You guys, actually, be right back. I need to go put my clothes in the dryer.
All right, click mute.
All right.
Click mute.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm not yelling.
Honestly, but dude, it's so awful. Balut, like you're eating a live. Once was basically a fertilized. Like you're eating the beak and
Yeah.
you're eating the whole. Like you crunch
with
the
like
bones.
feathers and like ugh.
Well, there's no feathers, but you crunch the bones basically. Like it's.
Oh,
The
the French ones that I've seen do have feathers in them sometimes. Like there'll be like a stray feather or something in there, like along with
That's
the bones and the
terrible.
beak and stuff.
Yeah, it's bad,
It's bad. It's really bad. No, that's like eating monkey brains.
dude. That's how we got AIDS. Someone ate tainted monkey meat,
They're
but
considered a delicacy, and I'm like,
honestly, but oh, dude, did you see those YouTubers who put their dog down because it nipped at a baby?
no, what?
Dude, okay, it's been everywhere.
No. The only thing that's been on my radar, and it's only because like I hear about it through like secondhand sources, people that actually watch it. I don't watch it. Is the vegan teacher?
The vegan teacher? Were
Do
they
you know
a
who the
predator or
vegan teacher
someone
is?
on TikTok, right?
It's the TikTok bitch who got caught eating turkey. She's just a fucking asshole, like not representative of like vegans whatsoever.
Actual ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just she is so fucking stupid. Like she keeps her dogs on a vegan diet.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
Anytime
like
they have vegan diets to animals, that's messed up.
yeah, like
They're stupid, but
it's fucking stupid.
so basically what happened was YouTubers Nikki Filippi and Dan Filippi are facing criticism from fans and followers after sharing they had euthanized their 9-year-old bull terrier Bowser. This was last week, May 7th, right? And so they shared in an emotional YouTube video. There had been multiple instances over the years where they would have just been justified in putting the dog down, but the final straw came after he bit their son Logan in an incident that Dan called defensive. Like, so you know what happened, right? Well, so let me explain what happened. The bull terrier, right? The bull terrier is eating food, and the baby, they have a baby who goes over and was messing with the dog and the food. And the dog like nipped him. He went like, "Arr," and then he like bit him, right? It left no scars, no major damage, nothing like that. But then they went and they put him down. And in the video, wait, let me see if I can see the video because it's so stupid. Oh my god, it's still up. Oh, they turned off comments and they turned off the dislike ratio, of course. Let me
Of course
find
they did. Of course.
where they were like, okay, let me just summarize it because it's really bad. So he goes, when the dog bit our son, I wanted to treat him like Old Yeller and take him out and put him down in the back. And I was like, that's retarded because first of all, Old Yeller was protecting the family against a rabid animal and then got rabies. And with rabies, he's going to die, right? Like, there's like 30 other options you can do before putting down the dog.
Yeah, like teach your fucking kid not to mess with his food.
Exactly. That's the first thing I thought of too. Is like you don't even mess with the dog. You tell the kid, "Hey, don't mess with the dog's food. The dog's eating." Or you just you tell the kid not to mess with the dog's food.
How old is the kid?
He's like 3 or something. I don't know. He's
3
like
years old. Just fucking pick him up.
he's like a little kid, right? Let me see.
What?
he blah blah blah. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. They both set their Instagram accounts to private. Comments were disabled under the YouTube video. So let me see.
Dude, I swear, I swear, some of these people don't deserve their platforms.
Yeah, so
I swear.
So he says, in the moment, I'm thinking, I grew up with the movie Old Yeller, and I wanted to pick Bowser up by the back of the neck, take him into the backyard, and put him down right there. And it's like, that's the stupidest thing ever. You're a fucking psychopath saying that you want to put down your dog because he bit your stupid kid who was messing with the dog's food. Like, okay, so let's go over the steps one more time. You either tell the kid not to mess with the food, right? Because even though he's a child, he still understands. You move the child away. You move the dog and the food away. You put down the kid. You know, like, there's so many other options. So I'm like, so imagine this. They go, my son was messing with my other son's food, and then my son bit my other son. So we made the hard decision to take him out into the back and put him down. And you know, that's just what we had to do. Because that's basically what they did. That's basically what they did. It's like the dog is a 9-year-old dog that they could have rehomed. They could have tried to pay for training. They're YouTubers. They make money. Like, there's so many other.
How many followers? How many subscribers do they have?
They had. Let me see. Let me find it. We have some really sad news. Fucking cringe. And they didn't even seem that like.
That beat up about it.
1.27 million viewers. But it's probably. Oh, that's the only one with like the most views because of how controversial it was. They were getting like 22,000 views and stuff like that. 50,000.
20,000 views. That's not bad, but that's still like a median income. That's like.
I mean, dude, that's
depending on the demographics and stuff. That's a nice little career right there.
They put out a lot of videos, a lot of videos too. So, but let me see. It's a fucking stupid fucking baby. Let me see. And so.
What are you talking about?
The kid. Did you hear about the YouTubers that put down their dog because they bit their kid?
Oof.
So basically, what happened was the kid is messing with the dog's food. The dog like snarled and nipped at him. Right? It left no scars, no permanent damage. It was just like a dog biting a kid. Right? Like it's not like a bulldog who mauls kids to death. That's different, right?
Yeah.
He just nipped them, and then they put the dog down. Instead of rehoming it, instead of trying to train it, instead of telling the kid to move away, instead of moving the dog's food away from where the kid could reach it, put the dog in the closet with the food and then let him eat. And then you open the closet door afterwards and then it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
And instead they're like, no, we're going to put down the dog to kill the dog. Like the dog unconditionally loved you. And the way they were saying in the video, they go, it was the best day ever. Like it was so much nice weather. We gave him the best food ever. And you know, and then at the end of the day, we took him to the vet and then he was finally put down and he had a good, like, nice time. And I'm like, imagine let's reverse it and see how bad it sounds. So it's like, my kid bit my other kid while he was messing with his food. So we took our kid. He had the best Oreos this morning. We gave him a good old bowl of cereal. We swung him on the swing. And then at the end of the day, we fucking killed him. Like, imagine that. Imagine that.
Fucking bullshit.
They just killed it. Like, the dog is gone. There's no getting it back. If you rehome it and then you regret it, hey, let me just talk to the rehoming guys. I can see them every now and then. When you kill the dog, it's permanent, and everyone is saying how stupid they are and like roasting on them because of how dumb.
That's the minimum. I feel like these people should be banned from like owning dogs. It's
literally
like it's like how I think PETA should not be allowed to like run shelters for animals.
Mm-hmm.
Like they should have that taken away from them because they've shown that they cannot handle the responsibility. Like,
oh my God. And then the quote. So this is a quote from the video, right? She says, it happened in a way that almost doesn't matter because the end result was the same. But in the spirit of telling the story, it wasn't like Bowser attacked Logan. Logan tried to take food from him. While Logan wasn't seriously hurt, he was left with a mark on his face from Bowser's teeth. So you even say the end result was the same in spirit of telling the story. It wasn't like Bowser attacked Logan. Then why'd you put down Bowser? If he didn't attack him, why'd you put him down? Could have rehomed him. Could have trained him. Could have done a billion other things. Dan said in an earlier incident, Logan, the kid had hurt the dog's ear, leaving it swollen for nearly a month. So the kid has been fucking up the dog because they can't be bothered to teach the kid how to respect dogs. And I understand kids can sometimes be rough, but you just separate them. You separate them. You don't leave him alone with the dog. If you've seen that,
My cousin has like a 3-year-old kid, and the kid knows better than to like touch even like a small animal. Like what? This is the fault of the parents. Like this is the fault of the parents.
100%. 100%. They're like,
how is he gonna be messing with them for a month and you don't say anything?
they're such fucking sociopaths or psychopaths that they like. It's such a tone deaf video because he's like talking about how sad it is, and she's like, she puts her head on his shoulder, right? And then at the end, she's like, okay, so yeah, that's like, why would you can make a post about this. You made a 10-minute video to monetize your dog's death, your dog's murder, basically. You murdered your dog and
one ketchup
monetized
packet
it.
out of 5. I give that a 1 ketchup packet out of 5.
I give that 0 ketchup packets. I give that 1 lean sip out of 5.
Hold on. I give it a 2 ketchup packets.
Fuck, that was good.
Like,
Bowser's death, 2 ketchup packets out of 5.
that's fucking
Yeah.
dude, that pisses me off so much. The only reason I'm not more visibly mad is because I'm starving right now. Like,
The pair said they had considered rehoming Bowser, but were told by the Humane Society that that was not an option due to his long history with the family and all the instances where Bowser had shown aggression. So that's what they claim in the video. The Humane Society of the United States told Today that the nationwide organization had no involvement with this case. They had no records of them talking, were not aware of any conversations about euthanizing Bowser. They didn't specify in the video which animal shelter they'd connected with, beyond saying the Humane Society, and they did not respond to requests for comment. So obviously they're just fucking lying, and they didn't think they were going to get called out. They probably thought everyone's going to feel sorry for us and be like, "Oh my god, what a difficult decision. You put your dog down. He's being aggressive." But it's like so stupid.
That's the white people shit, to be honest.
yeah, that's some white people shit, dude. That's straight up some white people shit.
And the worst part is, so like I was saying, you know how they were like, it's the best day ever for him. So he was like, it was the worst day, but it was amazing because, you know, everything comes to an end. And if you have an end, which everything does, it was beautiful, perfect ending in our living room, in our arms. We were able to hug him and kiss him and hold him and thank him. How about you thank him by not fucking killing him?
Killing him. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, what the fuck? What kind of bullshit is that? Like,
So stupid. And
nah, rejected. I swear, they should not get another dog. They should not get another pet. Like,
they still have another pet, but it's like they had a photo shoot with the dog before euthanizing him. She's sipping coffee, chatting about putting her dog of 9 years down. She complains the dog nipped a kid, then does a euthanization photo shoot with the dog 2 inches away from the child. She fucking killed the animal for clicks. Like, that's so sad. That's so messed up.
imagining murdering a pet for clout. Like,
Exactly.
I'd do an entire channel of nothing but clickbait and life hacks before that ever even comes to my mind.
There's a video of them. They have a small dog and then they have a bull terrier, which is a big one. He was getting the small dog and he was like shoving it into the face of the bull terrier, and the bull terrier is going like, and then back, and then forward, and then back. He's shoving the small dog into the bull terrier's face on purpose. Like, it's so, oh my god. That's funny. They're saying Jeffree Star, other YouTube creators, including Jeffree Star, criticized the couple on social media. Star, who has several dogs, blah, 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 says all his stuff. And it's funny because Jeffree Star is a piece of shit too. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they're caring about his thing. And it's not even that he's a weirdo, it's just that he's a piece of shit. There's so many things, like, I don't know. That's a whole nother YouTube video.
Yeah, that's a whole nother YouTube
That's
thing.
another
The only reason I
podcast.
know about that is because my girlfriend followed that. Like, she followed that entire story, and I was just
Of
like,
Jeffree Star being basically just a gigantic creep. Oh, and did you guys hear about all the allegations against James Charles? There's been a bunch of credible allegations with evidence and everything that he's been a predator for people as young as like 13, allegedly.
allegedly.
And it was funny. Ethan from H3H3 podcast, he said he put up a TikTok showing like, you know, saying, oh, James Charles, he you know, he made a joke about him liking young boys or something like that, right? And it got demonetized for bullying, or it got taken down from bullying. And if anyone tries to comment on James Charles' comments on TikTok saying, why don't you answer about those 16-year-olds you were DMing, they'll get like blocked, or they'll get like shadow banned, and the comments get like deleted and stuff, and he's still making money, you know?
Yeah.
But then they
No
finally,
recourse.
but YouTube, I think YouTube finally demonetized. Let me see. YouTube James Charles demonetization. I think they did. Yeah, he was demonetized April 21st, sending sexually explicit photos to minors. Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah. So literally, let me see.
Yo, I don't understand. Why can't y'all just like chill and not do horrible, shitty shit?
It's
like
funny.
y'all are all. James Charles is like a millionaire.
Dude, literally. So the thing is, he says in a video that he hates older guys. He says there's a quote of him saying in a video like, "Oh, I hate older guys," blah blah blah. But then it's like, why are you going after underage people when you can clearly get in trouble?
Yeah.
Like, go after, if you want a young guy,
Go after
18,
people
19,
your
18,
age.
19. Like, he's what? He's 21 or something? Like, he's literally, how old? Yeah, he's 21 years old. He was born in the year 2000, and he can't find someone? Like, come on. He's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He can have anyone he wants, and he chooses a
Literally.
16-year-old underage
Bruh.
people.
What the fuck? Like it's always like what's that old school saying? Like the rule of thumb for your age range of what you should date. It's like don't date anyone half your age plus 7 or plus 9 or something.
Underneath that, yeah, half your age plus 7.
Yeah, don't date anyone underneath that.
Yeah,
It's,
so it's like
and even sometimes even like when you're at that, it's still a little awkward.
because if you're
It's
40
like,
and then like a 27-year-old, it's like, I mean, well, they're both adults still technically.
yeah, they're both like
Because I feel like it's just
it's 'cause,
weirder when it's like a
10 years apart
30-year-old.
when you're like 50, it's not
As much.
big difference. Yeah.
But when you're like,
10 years apart when you're 20, it's like
if you're like 30 and you're dating like an 18-year-old, then it's like, you know, you've been alive for 12.
Yeah.
You were 12 years old when they were born, you know. But
Yeah.
but still. But I don't know. I feel like they're not as developed, you know, because kids' brains
Yeah.
don't finish developing. Men,
it's just creep. It's just,
Exactly.
just- what the fuck are you doing? It's just what the
straight
fuck?
up.
It's just straight up
Like,
lose your kneecaps. Lose your
he-
kneecaps.
There was an estimate that James Charles earns about $25,000 for every YouTube video he posts based on his number of subscribers, average views, viewer engagement, and ads and things like that, right? So $25,000 per video because he gets like millions and millions of views per video. That's not even including. He got a payout of $89,000 for one Instagram post on behalf of a brand, $35,000 for a TikTok video on behalf of a brand.
I had to work 2 whole years, start up a whole ass business, work like literally like 19-hour days to have 25 grand in savings.
Like there's definitely
he makes it on one post.
Yeah.
On one post.
There's
I'm
definitely
done. I quit. I'm done.
that's
I
where
quit.
it's time to be YouTubers with all the clickbait and stuff. But no,
Yeah,
it's
I quit.
there's definitely a skill when people do makeup and things like that. I'll admit, you know,
yeah.
You can't just paint stuff on and be like, I'm done. Like
Yeah.
contouring and all that stuff. It's all
You can't
complicated.
just take some toothpaste.
I don't
fucking-
understand it. You know,
There
Like,
we go, and that's it.
I'm not gonna say I pretend to understand it, but at the
There
same
is skill.
time, he's making $25,000 a video, and he's preying on 16-year-old boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Not making that much anymore because he's been deleted from YouTube. So, literally.
Brands probably aren't gonna want brand deals with a pedophile.
Let me see. So the last time,
Alleged pedophile. My bad.
alleged.
Alleged
holding
pedophile.
myself
Nothing has been
accountable.
proven. Nothing has been proven in a court of law.
There's been very strong evidence. Let's just say that.
Very strong evidence, but technically hasn't been proven in a court of law. So he's an alleged
Technically.
pedophile. You got to emphasize the pedophile part and kind of,
Probably gonna beat the case though. Yeah.
Honestly,
just like how
my
you can't call Jeff Bezos a murderer. It's an alleged murderer.
dude, he had a video called 24 Hours Being Pregnant, and it's basically just him naked with holding his belly and as a thumbnail, and he got 12 million views for that. And
All right,
and
we're gonna make more clickbait. We're gonna make more clickbait from here on out.
dude,
More clickbait.
it's the dumbest. He gets
Gonna be right there, but naked.
Yeah, it's gonna be me.
That's the
It's gonna be
clickbait.
me like
Playing Among Us, dude. Okay, 4 months ago he made playing Among Us in real life. Guess how many views?
2 mil.
41 million views.
41
41 million views
Fucking
playing
hell.
Among Us in real life. That's I guess that's how you know it's just little kids doing it, watching his videos.
Yeah.
But you know, it's still playing Among Us for the first time. 21 million views, and then Halloween makeup and stuff like that. But it's I don't know. Let me see. It's funny because his most viewed video is the No More Lies one where he called out like Tati and it was a whole thing last year, right? 55 million
Yeah.
views. And his Holding Myself Accountable only got 11 million views. And there were so many comments saying how he was like, let's see. Oh no, now all of the, well, from 2 days ago, I guess because everyone's commenting, he went from hi sisters to hello friends real quick. So he's like, I'm looking for younger people to be in a relationship with. He's like, no, you don't say that. But
No,
it was
that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're talking about like someone like 2 years below you, 3 years below you. You don't say that.
it was
It's
like
not a good look, man.
it
The
was
scene is-
what was it? Let me see. Where he says what was it? Damn it. Sorry, I'm forgetting okay, sorry. It's not what he said. It was when he first posted this, there was tons of comments saying we support you and stuff like that, and it's like now it's not. Let's see the top comments. Yeah, it's still all recent stuff. This was uploaded on April Fool's Day. But
Anyways, on to I guess equally stupid shit. Have you guys been keeping up with like the election lawsuits?
election lawsuits.
Yeah. So, basically, you remember a while ago, the company that handles the voting machines and stuff like that, sued Newsmax and a whole bunch of other people like Rudy Giuliani and stuff for defamation, because they kept saying that their machines weren't working, that they were rigged, all that shit.
Yeah.
Newsmax bailed out already. Newsmax settled out of court, and the company is now using those funds to the earnings
sue.
from that settlement to continue suing Rudy Giuliani and the rest of them.
That's
It's just so funny.
hilarious.
It's just so funny. And then I think shortly after this, the politician you were talking about last time, we will not mention her name.
Oh yeah. Crazy
Yeah,
lady.
her. Yeah. So I think she ran up to AOC, like in the
Chambers
state
or
house,
whatever? Yeah.
and started yelling at her, just out of nowhere.
What? Why?
She just ran up to AOC, started yelling at her, like saying, I don't know, a bunch of shit like communism and like, it was so weird. Like, look it up right now if you can.
Chased down a corridor in Congress, yelling at her about. Oh my god.
Yeah, you see, I'm not making. I wish I was making this up because it's just so funny. It's like,
Absolute fucking moron. Falsely accuses her of supporting terrorists. Can't she go to jail for that already? That's slander, but
that's slander. But I guess it's not a good. It wouldn't be a good look for AOC if she sued her and sent her to jail. It'd just
She
fire
said-
up her fan base.
she said, I used to work as a bartender. These are the kinds of people that I threw out of bars all the time.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What a
Consider- I
fucking
mean-
moron.
I mean, considering just some of the customers that we've talked about here on this cast.
She's a Karen. A huge
She's
Karen.
a Karen. Straight up Karen. Straight up Karen. Oh, did you see there was like a hashtag take back Karen or some shit? Like to take back the name?
That's so dumb. Was
Yeah.
there actually?
I think so. And there was like a Reddit post about some lady wanting to sue a couple of kids in high school because they called her a Karen. Because she was being a Karen,
So
and then the kids
stupid.
called her a Karen.
Yeah.
And then she was like, kids in my school are making fun of me for Karen. I wonder if there's any legal action I can take to prevent them from doing this. I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
These are
It's
the
like,
same people who will be like, freedom of speech. I shouldn't have to wear a mask in a private business. Freedom of speech. Like, let me just, freedom of speech. Like, that's the exact same person who's going to say that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exact same person. Dude, it's so fucking stupid.
Dead air.
Today, the CDC, like a lot of people that got vaccinated, take off their masks, right?
Oh, yeah. Fauci said, yeah, if you're fully vaccinated and you're out in public, you don't need a mask. You're outdoors. You don't need a mask, basically.
I went to go eat ramen for the first time in a while. It was good.
I bet.
I
But
miss it.
I don't know. I mean, I still, because remember, even if you're vaccinated, you can still carry it. So
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. You know, like let's say if you're like a family birthday party or something, like yeah, that's probably fine. But if you're going to like an amusement park or something, I probably
Oh,
still
no, I'm
would
not going
not.
to the amusement park.
Would
Dude,
not.
I'm not going to any of these big like crowded places like amusement parks and anything like that till next year. I have like a when like everything's already settled down. If it comes up again and sprouts up, I'm gonna cancel my reservation. But I've already paid for like a cruise like next year, 2022 or 2023, I think. Like
Hey, you're
early.
gonna get wasted on a cruise again, or
I'm
what?
gonna waste it on a cruise again, dude. I've been dying to go.
That's funny.
But of course, if it flares up or something happens, I'm just gonna cancel it.
No, yeah, definitely.
That's why I got the insurance. Like I paid extra for the insurance because if I can just cancel it and get all my money back.
Wait, you have to pay extra for that? Isn't that usually what they're supposed
No.
to do? I would just go through my credit card and be like, I didn't get the service I requested. Boom, chargeback. Come on, Edward. Come on, Edward.
I should have done that. I did pay
What?
through my credit card too in case something happened. I paid through my
but
credit
with
card
the
too.
insurance, you agreed already that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Edward. Come on.
The insurance is like $15. Like is a
It's $15. That's a.
that's a meal.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
meal
Mr.
right
Ramen
there.
meal.
Exactly. Wait, you went to Mr. Ramen?
I was trying to. Wednesday it's closed.
Oh.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays they don't open anymore. Oh no,
Why?
Mondays,
So where'd
Tuesdays,
you
and
go?
Wednesdays. They're just completely closed, and they're looking to hire people. I was so worried that they were gonna the pandemic caused them to just lose too much money and they can't open anymore.
Yeah.
But because they're trying to hire more staff, I feel like they're just understaffed right now.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
But
Sunday, yeah.
where'd you go eat?
I
Like
went
where?
to Shinsen.
Shinsengumi? Was it packed?
Okay, damn.
No, it wasn't. There's no one there. No one.
Wait, what time did you go at?
I went like at 2 or 3.
It says it's closed until 5 p.m. Oh, never mind. Little Tokyo one, right? Yeah, Little Tokyo.
Little Tokyo one.
Closed at 10 p.m.
And I fucked up so badly, and I feel so bad because like I wanted to get the kagare bowl with like the spicy kagare bowl with the spicy like mayo. I've been dying for that for like over a year.
Mhm.
And how do you call it? And I my dumbass read the back and saw the spicy shashu bowl.
And you got the wrong one.
I got the wrong one. I got the shashu bowl instead of the kagare bowl. And I'm just like, it arrived and I'm like, this isn't what I ordered. And then like I told the waitress and she brought back the thing and it says the shashu bowl and I'm like, why am I so fucking stupid? Why am I so fucking stupid?
Yeah, you had to double check and read it just in case.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Walter, when you coming down here for the Shinsengumi?
The Shinsen.
Hopefully around like September, so probably around my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully.
The real question is when we're taking a road trip up to see Walter.
Do that.
Are we allowed to visit or no? Huh? Because the base is it closed or?
We'll see when I get up there.
Huh? He cut out.
Then, yeah, you guys pick me up. We go fucking party.
Wait, Walter,
Alright.
did you cut out or was that just me?
Yeah, you cut out. He cut out.
You got to repeat that again.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now, but like you cut out earlier.
Oh,
that's
okay.
why.
It depends on like COVID restrictions, I guess. Like when I'm there, it's gonna be like I'm gonna get there in like August. I think I'm gonna be able to like start leaving like probably around September, probably. So hopefully, so I'm probably gonna go visit, and then you guys can come road trip it up whenever. We're pretty lit.
Yeah.
Get like an Airbnb,
Good.
we get drinks.
Sounds
we get
like a plan.
fucking party, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
just like, I wish I had done that in high school.
Yeah, in high
Are
school
you
with
doing
no
it now?
money. With no money.
No money.
High school's
We were
overrated,
looking
dude.
Dude, I was talking about that earlier. It's like our like at the yesterday at Shinsen, 'cause I went with my friends, right? Like they were all like, oh shit, because they shared 2 bottles of sake because I was the driver, so I didn't drink any. And they were like, should we get 2 bottles of sake? And everyone was like, yeah, we have money now. We're not in high, we're not not in high school
Not
anymore. We're
high
not
school
broke bitches anymore.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Honestly, though. But then it's like, then you never have time because you're always working and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole other thing. I mean,
Like
that's-
the last time I went to Johnny Rockets, I'm told that I went in Not Scary Farm, but the last time I remember going was in high school, and I remember the only thing I was able to order was was fries, like an order, like a small order of bacon fries, because that's all the money I had on me. And now I have money, and I've never been to Johnny Rockets in a situation where I can just order whatever I want. I always had to watch exactly what I ordered.
Dude,
that's
I
how
went
you
to Johnny
fall.
Rockets, like, I want to say, like, 8 months ago, like, almost a year already. Dude, we spent $80 for fucking burgers and a shake. Like, it was
At
fucking
Johnny Rockets?
Three
wild.
people?
3 people, 3 burgers, 3 shakes. It was fucking expensive, dude. And it was, like, basic burger type shit. It wasn't even that good.
You're like, I miss In and Out.
place did you go to?
I know, I'd rather would have went to In-N-Out. Get fucking double, fucking chopped chilies, fucking animal style. That's just fire, bro.
Hell no, we go by with the 4x4s here, man.
Their shakes
Four
are
meats,
$5.
4 cheeses.
Wait, how'd you spend like $80? Because it's showing the shakes are like $5. The burgers.
Johnny Rocket?
Yeah, the
There was
burgers are
3
like
of us.
$5 or $6.
It was 3 of the, like, it was like the more higher end burger.
All right, let's
but
say a
it
higher
was
end
like some
burger.
crazy.
At Johnny Rockets?
Even $9 a burger times 3 is so like $30, right? $30, and then
What else did we get?
times.
I feel like my voice cracks a lot, especially here on the podcast. Like I feel I have a lower pitch voice here on the podcast, or a higher pitch voice.
I don't know.
whenever I
even-
speak.
okay, so even if the burgers were $10 each, and even if the shakes were $10 each, it's still only $60. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think what else.
Or what was it?
Like,
I think it
how
was
could you
something
spend
crazy. I'm probably just
$80?
over exaggerating, but it was like it was
Are
pretty
you
expensive for
including
just
tip in
burgers
that?
and shakes. What happened?
Are you including tip in the $80, or was that just like the receipt price?
I don't know, dude. It was a year ago. But yeah, it was fucking a lot.
Wait,
for
have you already
fucking-
been in the army for a year?
No, I've been in the army for
Dude, it's
4
January.
months.
Oh,
January,
right.
5 months.
5
about-
months.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't
Almost
know. I'm like, I'm fucking out of it, dude. I have exams in like next week, and I'm just fucking out of it.
Hey, you're gonna be done finally, right? Like done.
Yeah,
4
just
months,
done. But here's the issue. Okay, so for one of my classes, right? There's two issues with that class. Both of them encapsulate the fact that my professor hasn't emailed me back. So the first one, there's this SAP assignment thing, right? Let me quickly show it. It's this thing that companies use to keep track of yada 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 whatever. I'm loading up the program right now. It's screen one. So it's this basically, and we have to do assignments on here. We have to like log in, and we have to pretend like we're an actual company, and monitor track the progress of like an item that's built. So like our thing is bikes, right? And we have to run the entire item because like usually multiple people do multiple parts of this thing. We don't do it all, but since we're learning, we have to do the entire process. And I got stuck in an area, right? I try to finish it, and I keep getting an error. And it's like, cannot ship the product because you cannot ship to this location because you set the starting plant to be this location and the route to be this. And you can't, it's basically like the plant is in like the lower east or the mid east, and the route I chose was like eastern, and the location that has to be delivered is in the west in San Diego. And so you can't really make a route. Like the route doesn't go that way basically. And it's an error, and I've tried fixing it. I've even tried redoing the whole project. I redid the whole project 4 times, and I can't get rid of the error. And I messaged my professor like 2 weeks ago. He hasn't responded. I messaged the tutor, hasn't responded. No one has responded to me. Like none of the people that are supposed to help have responded to me, and I'm just stuck there.
Bruh.
And I can't finish it, and it's like 25% of my grade. So I can't do anything about it. I'm just gonna have to turn in the error.
Time to just get a C, honestly.
And just get a C. And I've had like an A, like I basically had 100% the entire class. I've done both of the homework assignments. I got 26 out of 26 on the midterm. And this SAP assignment is the one thing that I've been fucking up on. The other thing that I've been fucking up on is the group project. Because that one, a whole bunch of shit happened and we all got confused. And basically, even though I did the research data for my project, I didn't really work on the slides. Like, because there was like a whole bunch of mix-ups and nobody was responding in the chat, just a bunch of like logistical issues. And so I didn't end up getting a slide to do for some reason. Like they just didn't assign me a slide. And when I tried to work on it, I didn't know, where to go because everyone was doing everything. And so me and about half of the group just didn't do anything because of that. Like we just didn't get a chance to. And when we were presenting, we just didn't present. And the professor was like, everyone is required to present. Everyone has to say at least one thing about the slide.
Jesus.
And then he was like, you three that didn't present, because it's a group of 5, you three that didn't present have to email me or have to message me about why, you know, we have to talk about it. And so I did immediately that same day, like during the break of the class, I messaged him. Hasn't responded to me. Hasn't even acknowledged that I've messaged him. And it's been like 3 days now or 4 days for that second one. So this professor is just, it's just getting on my last nerve, to be honest. It's not Gucci, fam. It's not Gucci.
Dude, like,
It's pissing me off.
did I tell you how Alan's history professor accused him of plagiarizing?
No, you have not.
So he accused him of plagiarism, right? Because he so there was like an assignment, right? And Alan got a bunch of information and basically condensed it down to like 4 pages and whatever, right? And you know, he accused him of plagiarizing because of that, because it sounded like too smart or whatever, right? But Alan's job is literally doing that, since he does like translations and stuff like that, and transcripts and things like that. He does that for a living. He literally gets large swaths of information and condenses it into something readable, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all he does the entire day at work. So the professor in class, he's like, "Oh, you're the one that plagiarized, right?" And he was like, no, I didn't." And he kept trying to corner him at the end of like class and stuff like that in the Zoom class, right? He'd be like, "Oh, professor, can I talk to you right now after the class?" And the professor was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the potty," or something like that. And then he just fucked off. And I was like, "What?" And so he was getting like the dean to appeal. He's getting like, he keeps trying to get a meeting with him. He's like, "This is bullshit, right? That he wrote something that sounds too intelligent or whatever." And it's like, just because it's ELAC, he has low expectations or something like that. I don't know. But it's like,
I don't.
He basically, he was like, he accused him of plagiarizing because of that. And Alan's like, "That's literally my job, to do those kinds of things the whole day, you know?" So,
Yeah. That's fucking bullshit, dude. Like,
honestly,
that's so fucking trash.
especially when it's like, you know, they're not gonna like believe you or anything like that, you know, but you're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, I literally did this, you know, for a living." Like,
Yeah. Like, this is my entire job. This is my current career. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, I hate professors so much. I hate the entire cheating system of the academic, in the academic field, because like there is no real recourse if like he accuses you, like a professor accuses you of cheating or plagiarizing. There's nothing you can do.
because Alan even ran it through. He ran it through the Turnitin and everything. There was no plagiarism, nothing like that. And it's like, you gonna come over here?
You
and
know
tell
why
me?
that is? It's because plagiarizing is so sophisticated now. Like, you know how you plagiarize nowadays, right?
How?
The way you plagiarize is you go on a site,
Like
you
not
pay 20
quoting or
bucks.
something like that, right?
No.
Oh.
You go on a site, you pay 20 bucks, you have them write for you an example, and they'll send like even doctorate level essays. Like, these people handle everything. You can write your like doctoral thesis for you. And you just pay them like 20 bucks or like 200 bucks if it's your doctoral thesis, but on average it's like 20 bucks.
One of my coworkers, literally, you're just reminding me, one of my coworkers was like, "Man, I gotta find a website so I can pay someone to do this paper for me because I'm not gonna have time." And I was like, "What? What? Like, what?" I mean, I definitely understand. I mean, if I definitely understand if it's like a English thing or a general education class, but it's like, I don't want a bunch of fucking doctors walking around like, C's getting degrees, baby, or like, I can't believe I just paid someone to do this, and you know, it's like a bunch of doctors gonna be
most
going
of the
around.
people that graduate, well, see, a doctoral thesis,
Unqualified.
that's like for like the PhD people, not like an MD. It's a lot harder to do it for the MD because you have to be there writing it in class for that.
Pretty huge dick people or what?
Yeah, pretty huge dick people, basically. You can just pay someone like 300 bucks and they'll write it for you. They'll just like I saw like someone like came out as one, like they stayed anonymous and they were just doing an interview and they're like, "Yeah, I just cracked like 16 cans of Monster and I write everything from like I get like 300 bucks for like an afternoon of work writing a doctoral thesis." It's just like,
Jesus.
what the fuck, dude? Like they literally write everything from like your M20 history class at a community college to like, your final, like you're becoming a professional in like archaeology or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like you are now a physicist with a degree and you had someone else write your essay for you. It's like
Like, I mean, like I said, I understand if it's for a general class or maybe like, honestly, even like a history class. Because who the fuck uses history outside of history teachers? Like, even if you're taking like an advanced history class, but you definitely don't want to do that for something you would need like every day. Like,
Yeah.
even, oh, well, okay, you can't, I was gonna say you can't do it for math, but it's mostly just papers and things like that, right? But it's like someone to do your math homework or something because then you're gonna fail the math final anyway, so that wouldn't matter. But yeah, but like final papers
Yeah.
and things like that, I definitely understand those. But it's still crazy to me how it's like you're just gonna there's whole farms and whole things of, let's see,
Dude, it's a huge industry.
pay someone
like,
to do my paper. Let's see, writersperhour.com. Well,
the only issue with that is like you have to be kind of on the lookout to see if like someone is like if it's just like, you know, some people that, you know, they've hired to create a website and now you're caught cheating or attempting to cheat. But like that's the issue. Like the accusation, like, you're basically guilty until proven innocent when you're accused of cheating, and
Yeah.
that's not the way that schools should operate because it just causes more sophisticated cheating. Like what was cheating back in the day? It was accidentally plagiarizing, you know, really minor infractions, like just
like a
touching
quote
up your
or
essay.
something and you forget to
Yeah.
include it, or you accidentally write something that you read and it seems like a thing, but you're like, oh, I read this, and so you're like, oh, as someone once said this and this and this, and then you're like, oh wait, oops, you know.
I call it the Dark Knight effect. Like, it's like Gotham was so shitty that Bruce Wayne developed a super form of justice, and that just developed a super form of crime.
Honestly,
Like,
before it was just
like,
the mafia, and now it's
Yeah.
like super villains smashing
Yeah,
through
exactly.
Arkham Asylum. When you lump them all up and they break out, then what do you do?
yeah, I call it the you know, the Dark Knight version of of cheating. It's like you before it was just minor infractions of like small plagiarism, one quote, you're just touching up an essay, or someone accidentally forgot to cite a source, and because of that they were getting Fs and failing out of school.
Yeah.
Basically, like they get the most severe punishment for very mild offenses. It was improportional. It wasn't proportional to the crime. And so now you get an entire industry where someone pays $20 and the entire essay gets basically cheated. Like the
That's it.
worst form of cheating, and you cause it to be developed with your harsh punishments. Like that's completely on you.
Honestly, the free market at work, people.
Yeah,
Eat the
exactly.
rich.
Eat the rich. Oh shit, that wasn't even my intention, but yeah,
Eat
there
the
you go.
rich.
Eat
And
the
that's
rich.
broke till Friday podcast at gmail.com, broke_till_Friday on Instagram. And Walter, please don't shoot any innocent people. Thank you.
Don't cause mass shooting.
Promise.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.